In the government's latest easing lockdown rules for places of worship, they are now able to open on the 4th of July, subject to certain conditions. In recognizing the challenge this may pose, SFI has been working with faith institutions throughout the country and in Bradford to help them as much as possible in terms of carrying out the risk assessment and also helping them to make an informed decision to open on the 4th of July. Today we will be visiting a number of faith institutions to find out how well they are doing and how well they're prepared.
The management committee has a legal duties to make sure that everyone is kept safe and secure.
We've never experienced these kind of situation before. Our temple's been closed for over 3 months now.
Yes, we are ready to open on 4th of July. We have made all the preparations.
Firstly, we're very happy and pleased that we'll be returning to the mosques on the 4th of July. Amongst the policies we've set for the safety of our attendees is that prior to every single prayer timing, about half an hour before the prayer, we will have the windows open. We'll have plenty of ventilation coming in and fresh air. And of course, we'll have signage around the building telling people which direction to go.
On the entrance, we've got somebody taking the temperature of people, so we've got a thermometer check. People's hands are sanitised first. We're also doing trace and track, so we're taking everybody's name and the contact number for everybody who come in the bar hall. So once people have sanitised their hands, removed their footwear, they've got an opportunity to wash their hands and sanitise again before they go into the bar hall.
So when you've actually nicely cleaned your hands, and I'm sure you've seen many videos of how to do this, the important point is not to touch the tap itself because they may have germs on there. So to dry your hands, ideally with a disposable tissue, and then use that to close the tap and dispose of the towel in an appropriate manner in a foot-operated pedal bin.
When you come, keep your social distancing, bring your own prayer mat. If is anybody over 70 plus and suffering with any illness, we advise them to stay home.
70 plus, it's a difficult one again, we know, but it's at the moment very safe for them to be staying at home. And although our places of worship are open, we have to be very cautious that they are vulnerable people in the community and they need to be kept safe.
Underage children, try not to come, but if it's coming, then parents should keep them all the time.
One of the many things we'll be looking at is that ablution facilities in the mosques will be closed, as that's an area that's prone to a lot of contamination and carrying of germs. We have advised our attendees to make ablution at home.
So we've got a one-way system in place, which is one way in and one way out. You can see we've got 2 metre social distancing, and all our congregation sits on these mats. So as soon as somebody pays their respects, takes prashad offering and sits on the mats, they want to spend a little bit of time here in the bar hall. At that point, the mats are all cleaned and wiped, and then they take the prashad, which is already pre-packed in bags.
In the churches, it's a legal duty for them to be following the guidelines of the government, and we got to keep one another safe. Singing and chanting is not allowed at the moment, but it's one of the things that we have to follow.
And then once the prayer finish, by keeping your social distance, go back home ASAP. Don't hang around outside and don't socializing.
We represent Bradford Hindu Council in Bradford. We have over 20 Hindu organisations. We're going to give them all the similar risk assessments that we've done here in our temple. So hopefully, using the government guidelines, we will make our temple a safe environment for our worshippers.
Appointing a COVID compliance officer is very important because there's so many duties that need to be carried out. Somebody needs to check that a cleaning schedule has been completed. Have we got adequate staffing, stewards, volunteers to ensure that all our sacred places are cleaned? Have they been disinfected properly? And that's why a COVID compliance officer is going to be very important indeed.